live there. Let's see. We need you. Where's the video?
Oh, you feel like.
I
No, I'll
did.
play after.
So we're live, everybody. She's gonna play the video. We're gonna act like this is a commercial, right? Hello to everybody that's in TV land, as everybody that is on Clubhouse. This is another edition of Coin-O-Nomics. And y'all know I'm a recovering coinaholic, but I always say for my folks and for a good cause, I will definitely support. And the reason why we hold these is to make sure that individuals that are in the space and new and learning about cryptocurrency really learn how to vet these different cryptocurrencies. Because a lot of times, a lot of them aren't real. There's some rug pulls, there's some other things that are happening. But when you find genuine projects, we need to know about them and we need to know how to vet them. And so I do Coin-O-Nomics as kind of a Shark Tank type of thing. So y'all don't get offended if I'm going hard. I'm asking those hard questions because we got to do this because we got to protect our folks. So that's what this is about. But before I start, I'm going to ask Sam to do our video that she made. So we're going to watch this video. All right, fundamentals, finance, and flourish. I even got a shirt today, y'all. I came out special for y'all today. So they changed the video for y'all. They were excited to see you all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of just step back again for those that are joining on Clubhouse. You can text me in my bio the word FAAM and we'll get you on live so you can see these brothers. But I'm going to ask these brothers to introduce themselves first. And then we're going to just get into a little bit about their story and what the heck a FAAM coin is and what it's doing and all those good things. We're going to spend the next maybe 50 minutes talking. Well, we're going to only spend about 35, 40 minutes talking so you all can ask your own questions. I don't want to hog up all the time because I'm excited about these brothers. They are bringing fire today. FAAM coin is family. So let's get started. So tell us a little bit about you. Let's start with Jeremy. And his name is Jeremy Oliver for those that are on Clubhouse. I got to remember, I got to keep updating them. So go ahead, Jeremy.
Well, first and foremost, Najah, thank you so much for the introduction and having us here on your platform. I'm Jeremy Oliver. I'm the CEO and co-founder of FAAM Coin. Coming from Youngstown, Ohio, recently moved to Georgia, where I met Najah at the Invest Fest. So just a little bit about myself. I'm a husband, father of 3 children, currently residing in Georgia. We started this group. We'll get into how we started the group, but just a quick introduction about myself and who I am. Just so people to know that we're real people doing real things with our project. So thank you for the introduction. I'll go ahead and pass it off to Joe.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Joe Franklin. I'm the chief advisor to FAAM Coin. Not really much to say about me. It's just we'll get into the whole conception of it, and that's probably what I'll talk the most. But just a husband, father, dog owner, just a typical guy.
All right.
Also from Youngstown.
You from Youngstown, Ohio?
Yes,
all right. Okay. I'm probably my cousin. I told him my maiden name is Franklin, so he may be very well may be my cousin. So welcome. All right. Next up, we have Cameron. Cameron, welcome.
Thank you for having us, Najah. My name is Cameron Brantley. Originally from Youngstown, Ohio. Moved down here to Houston with my wife, 2 daughters. I am the chief design officer and co-founder of FAAM Coin. I have been doing graphics and web design for a little over 10 years now. I have my own business in that as well. But I'm looking forward with this project that we have going right now. It's going to skyrocket. So I'm excited about what we're doing and how we're getting across to our communities. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And next up, we have Lester Scott the second. Don't get that twisted.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the introduction. And to echo what my brothers here have already said, appreciate you for having us on the show. But my name is Lester Scott II. I also hail from Youngstown, Ohio. I am the marketing director for FAAM Coin. And just a little bit about me. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I like to call myself. I've started various businesses and just kind of got involved with the FAAM Coin once I heard the mission. So we'll kind of get into that. I'll try to be brief because I can talk a lot. So these guys will tell you. I'll just cut it off now. But thank you again for having us.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. And next up is Mr. Chris Judge. Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Chris Judge. I'm also from Youngstown, Ohio. I'm the chief technical officer and co-founder of FAAM Coin. Just I'm ambitious, very ambitious for our project, and just can't wait for the future for FAAM.
All right. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm just y'all know I'm one of those individuals that absolutely loves my black brothers. So I am so proud of you all. I cannot wait to hear your story. And because there's so many of them today, different, and we're gonna let them get into why they started their coin and all of those things. But normally on Coin-O-Nomics, we ask some very pointed questions. And so, as we began to teach you all how to vet these different cryptocurrencies, these different companies, these different leaders, these different CEOs, CFOs, all those things, I'm just going to really quickly go over some of the questions that you should be asking yourself as they're doing this presentation. So, because we want them to really get into it in its totality, I don't want to break them up by asking questions, but we do have an actual format that we do. So I'm going to go through some of the questions, and then what we're going to do is just let them talk so you can start to listen. So one of the things we usually ask these companies is what's the name of their coin? Obviously, it's FAAM Coin or their cryptocurrency. Is it on Coin Market Cap? They don't have to answer any of these right now. Is it a utility coin, a stable coin, a security coin? You want to find out what type of coin it is. You want to know if it's a decentralized coin or not. You want to know what blockchain their token or their coin runs on. You want to know if it's proof of work or proof of stake. You want to know if it's actually scalable. Is it able to be given to the masses? We want to know, is it where the enterprise is located? And I'm sure they're going to share all those things with us. How long the cryptocurrency has been in existence. We want to know what problem are they solving? What's the goal of the company? We want to know if their coin has a working project. We also want to know who's representing the company today. Who's the team? What's their background? What's their experience? What are their successes? What are their failures? We want to know who's promoting and marketing the product, which we just heard from a brother. I'm sure we're here again. Who are their collaborative partners? We also want to know who their competitors are. And we also want to know, I got about 3 more and I'll be quiet so they can start talking. How big is the community using the coin and where they mostly located in the world? How much is the coin right now? How will investors be kept abreast of the business initiatives? And I didn't send them any of this ahead of time because usually we grill folks because we want to make sure our fam is understanding that this is not premeditated. We just off the cuff with this, but they still gonna be off the cuff. But what's the minimum investment amount? And is there a digital wallet involved with this cryptocurrency? Are they giving out any airdrops or is there any forks? And what are their strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities, as well as threats to their business project? So with that being said, I am going to be quiet and we're going to hear from these brothers as they share what the FAAM coin is and how it is going to benefit our community.
All right. That's awesome. Well, we can actually jump right into it. Appreciate you giving us just a gist of what type of questions that will be asked. We're more than happy to answer all of those questions. So first, starting off, FAM stands for 40 acres and a mule. We are a charity-based token. So our token was created we actually are coded with what's called tokenomics. I'm sure that term has been brought up before. So our 40 acres and a mule, the reason why we chose that specific name is because of the historicity behind the 40 acres and a mule. We started this coin to benefit the disenfranchised communities that are across the nation and across the world. So with the history of 40 acres and a mule, we chose that specific present kept by the people that promised it, which is, the systems and institutions that promised that to our ancestors. So we decided to keep that promise and change it into a token. How we plan to do that is through our tokenomics. We decided to basically make our use case of our coin, it's all 100% charity. All those other benefits. So the benefit to commemorate that same promise is the charity aspect of our coin with our tokenomics. So we can dive deeper as to what that looks like, how we plan to get there. But just starting off, FAM is 40 acres and a mule. That's what we named it. We chose for that to commemorate that promise that was once promised.
Well, I gotta say this, my brother, that is fire. And actually, that is fire. So when I got home after you gave me the brochure and I was just reading it, I was just in awe of the, just the thought behind it. And I know we're creative, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're creative folks anyway. But I was just like, what? Like, how did they come? It's just awesome. So, and just reading all the things. So, who was actually the person that sat down and said, "Hey, we need to start this coin. We need to get this coin." Who was instrumental in that?
Well, honestly, it was my man Joe Franklin here.
I knew it. I knew it. No, I'm teasing. Go ahead.
Honestly, how we came up with FAM Coin, about a year and a half ago, Cameron and I actually started, and it wasn't an investment group at first. We started a group for mental health for Black men to be able to get together. During the pandemic, we used to have guys night. Well, before the pandemic, we had guys nights, and then we actually had to change to virtual. So we started to have like a virtual man cave. So starting off with a few people, I was like, I feel like there's other brothers in our community that we can, reach out to, see if we can help them. Just not with mental health, but sports, politics, hip hop, whatever the case may be. So we started that group, and then it was more so, it turned into a meeting of the minds. We started talking about investing. We started teaching about stock options, crypto. We started getting, very deep into the investment world. So with the meeting of the minds, meeting people like Chris Judge, we all come from the same circles. We just like, how can we give back to the community? How can we teach and educate and get more people to invest in things of that nature? So this is honestly how FAM Coin even came about. And Joe Franklin, like I said, shout out to Joe. Joe actually came up with the name and the logo. And Cameron Brantley also, came up with so much. He's our chief design officer. But that's how we came here today. Joe Franklin came up with the name. My man Chris was, he coded it himself. Lester was able to bring so much to the table with the marketing, his background, and charity work. Cameron with his experiences, and then we don't even have our full team online. But it's just like I said, the meeting of the minds is how we got here today.
Well, like I said, I'm impressed. And this is the first time that I have ever interviewed a charity coin. So most of the people that get in this space to make some massive money for themselves, for their families. And so how does a charity coin actually work?
I'll let someone else from the other team, more from my team, to go ahead and answer. I don't want to be the only person talking, but I'm excited. So whoever wants to take that one, you can go ahead.
On this one. So pretty much the way the charity function works with our coin, say if, we work our way up to thousands, hundreds of thousands of holders, to the point where businesses are accepting FAM, is being exchanged on a daily. pretty much with each transaction being made, whether you're sending it to me or I'm sending it to you, a small percentage of that, we have a charity wallet set up, and a small percentage of that transaction will get sent to our charity wallet, and that's where we're going to be pulling the funds from for our charity acts.
Okay. And are those
Charitable entity.
Charity acts what you stated, mental health?
It's pretty much into
Everything.
we're looking to solve issues with. Looks like Jay is about to unmute himself.
No. It was cutting out a little bit. So you were saying that's just one. That's just one of a bunch of different things that you all are doing.
We're actually looking into helping, provide assistance to people with their rent, car payments, medical bills. If we even get bigger one day, sending someone to college, helping with their schooling. So it just, a lot of things that target the Black community that we notice we have issues with. That's what we're looking to solve.
All right. And just reading right off your brochure, I'm sure some folks in the audience have this question. So, and it says right here, some people may ask, why not Bitcoin? Why not just use Bitcoin instead of using your own coin?
Instead of using Bitcoin isn't that we believe is going to solve these issues for our people. We want to create, our own ecosystem, our own economy, where we keep this currency flowing in our Black community, and to set us apart from Bitcoin.
And if I could also chime in, another reason we like to set ourselves apart from Bitcoin, with this coin, we feel is the best way that we can actually implement in real life cooperative economics within our community. So by using this coin and using the tokenomics with the redistribution of every transaction, like we spoke on earlier, a piece of that goes to the charity wallet, a piece of it is actually redistributed back to the holders as well. So it's a way to kind of not let that value escape our ecosystem when we're just going about, and it doesn't have to be forced where you see, buy black and shop Black Fridays, or, some of these things that we try to initiate to encourage the redistribution of funds just within our own community. We figure if we can actually implement a function into the coin where people can go about their day-to-day operations by adopting this currency, that kind of kills two birds with one stone. And it also allows us to be able to complete our charity work without it having to depend on like $1 million donation from a celebrity or some exorbitant amount of money from an individual. When the collective can pitch in a little bit, is no strain off of any one person. So, everybody kicks in a little, but we can get a lot done.
All right. And so as we talk about your coin specifically, what blockchain is it on?
Started off on the Binance Smart Chain blockchain.
Okay.
And well, now we're actually making our transition over to the Ethereum Smart Chain, or Ethereum blockchain. And we feel this move is necessary going for the future of FAAM, just based off of the technology behind Ethereum. And, Ethereum is widely used in the crypto space, what more accepted than Binance at the moment. So we're trying to open ourselves some more opportunities, switching over to ERC compared to BEP.
Okay. And so would you say that using the Ethereum blockchain, because that's where you're going, do you all feel that it's going to be scalable enough for you, or scalable enough for us? Because we are going to be, working and investing with FAAM Coin. So do you think it's scalable enough for us?
I believe it is scalable enough for our people.
Okay. And so we like to just hear from some of you all as it relates to what your experience is in this cryptocurrency space. Is this your first project? Is this the second one? What have you achieved thus far?
This is me personally. I believe this is all of our first project. There's a few of us that we traded crypto over the years, but this is our first time actually taking on a full project.
Okay. And what is the cost of the coin right now?
Coin was very minuscule. But in terms after the zero decimal, you probably had about 5 or 6 zeros, and then our actual price point, which I believe was 7. With the switching over to ERC, um, change a little bit, and we're gonna update the community once we actually figure out our new price point.
Okay, okay. And what are if somebody was looking for this FAAM coin, FAAM, FAAM coin, what are the call letters? Is that the actual letters, FAAM?
Actual letters, FAAM.
All right, all right, all right. And so I guess some of the other questions is, what do you all see as your challenges? Because I'm gonna open it up and let the folks. We have folks on Zoom, which you only see the small number there, but we got folks on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and Clubhouse. So what we're gonna do is make it available for probably got a good 200 or 300 people looking at this. We want to know, like I want to know, what do you see as your biggest challenges and threats right now?
I can answer that. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. I'll let you go.
Just based off the research, since we've launched during our pre-sale, I would say the biggest challenge, and we could just keep it a bean, Najah. I know we can, talk to each other. I honestly believe the biggest challenge will be our actual message, our mission. You mentioned 40 acres and a mule. It's 2021. Let's just be honest. The average person will, they believe that the mission is pretty niche. They believe that the mission doesn't really solve an issue. We're coming from the perspective, coming from Youngstown, Ohio. We're coming from the perspective is that, there's a lot of cities. There's a lot of cities in Ohio, California, Illinois. Many cities are being put on the back burner, and communities are being forgotten. So, when it comes to trying to help those communities in society, they don't really see it as a major issue. Honestly, from my eyes, that needs to be fixed. So, I honestly believe one of the biggest challenges will be our message. When you try to commemorate that same promise, is one of the reasons why the promise was never kept. Just talking with different people in the crypto space, as soon as you mention FAM and what it stands for, we've been met with that challenge as far as what we're trying to do and why we're doing it.
Well, somebody called me. Sorry about that, Clubhouse. So you've been met with that challenge. So I'm just going to tell you that I've been met with that challenge as well. And so many people don't even know. I have been, and I still do, every single day I read my affirmations, and I call myself the Harriet Tubman leading my people out of financial slavery, right? And folks just cringe. And so I'm literally about to go underground. Yeah. Because we got to have an underground railroad to make this thing happen. And so we're just actually having a marketing meeting today about what that actually means. And I'm going to have to go underground because, Instagram is not showing my posts to people. I'm not telling anybody to buy anything. I'm educating, but, Instagram is holding me down. They hold my head under the water. And so we've got to figure out, how to get past the psychological thing, first of all, of the regular world, just thinking cryptocurrency is this thing that they don't want us to talk about. But then not only that, then we get to our people. And I've had my people say, you know what, we love to support you, but we need to put that slavery stuff behind us. And we don't want to be talking about that constant. So when I saw the 40 acres and the mule, and then I thought about Harriet Tubman and lead my people out of I said, man, we got the same mission, but we're literally going to really have to just stay true to who we are and not change. And I'm going to say this to you, brothers, and I folks that know me know I don't hold anything back. I changed the name of my tour in May because the sponsor said that we were too overbearing with the Underground Railroad thing, because I was going through these 33 cities and they were like, oh, the sponsors really don't like the underground, that we need some inside and we need to be underground. We need to be stealth-like in our community. So I will tell you all, no matter what adversities that you face with the name 40 Acres and a Mule, stay true to who you are, because some folks will, some folks won't. So what next? Let's just keep this thing pushing. And so I just, give you that word of encouragement. As I sit here and I see you 5 brothers on the stage, we're gonna let everybody raise their hands in just a second. But as I sit here and I see you brothers on the stage, and I'm looking in the chat, and people are saying, glad to see a powerful group of Black men making a progressive and promising change. I have to tell you all that late nights I used to sit up when I couldn't sleep, and sometimes I just try to make myself stay in the bed so I wouldn't get up and work. And I don't know if y'all even know, because some of you all are younger, but I used to see these commercials come through, and it was the Four Tops and the Spinners, and it was like all these Black men that were dressed nice, and they had it going on, and it was like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of groups of men. And one day I was just like, where in the world did they all go? Like, what happened to all of those Black strong men that used to be icons and models in our community? And I have to tell y'all, I just got an epiphany looking at this screen saying, here they are. And how can we not support this thing? And so because it's a charity coin and it's going to help our community, I want you all, we're going to let you towards the end tell us where we can go to support the coin. But we also want to let some of the audience or anybody that may have any questions. I know we got a couple of moderators on the stage. I'm just going to open, unless you all, is there any other message that you all want to give us before we start with the question and answers? And then did you all have to go to the SEC for this coin?
No.
So you're able to sell it without going to the SEC? Like an ICO, or you didn't have to do any of that?
We did not. So that's one of the questions I feel is probably going to come up, is if we're classified as a security. That's one of the reasons why we've changed to the Ethereum blockchain. But no, we have not. When it comes to our pre-sale, with our investors, although we know our investors, we don't know where our transactions are coming from and things of that nature. So anyone can purchase our coin in pre-sale, but we have not.
All right, that answers that question for me. And we have
one thing that I also wanted to say, as far as the challenges that we also face. We know that typically our community is usually the last to catch on to something, the last to be informed about it. And a lot of our people, we actually have a shirt that says "My First Crypto," and we're full aware that a lot of people that believe in us, that wants to invest in the crypto, it will be their first introduction into the cryptocurrency world. So some of our other biggest challenges are we're introducing cryptocurrency to a population that is, for the most part, unknowing or uneducated about it. So we also face that barrier of, if people aren't familiar with something, they kind of reject it a lot of the times. Like a lot of people, we get some people saying, I want to invest into it, I just don't know what it is, or I want to get involved in it, but I just don't understand it. So we try to keep the core focus on, building the coin and making it an actual useful actual currency, but it really is no escaping it. We have to do a lot of education on cryptocurrency just by the population that we're also dealing with. So we've actually done a couple basic cryptocurrency classes already. Our education director, he got some courses, and we're in the works of working on something more formal as far as education with some like blockchain experts and things of that nature. So we do also face that barrier of not only, proving our worth to the knowing in the cryptocurrency world, but also educating and informing people of the entire the entire industry, so to speak, for lack of a better term, with people that it will be their first crypto. I did want to put that out there with Jeremy because it kind of is another one of our biggest challenges as well.
All right, all right. And I see a couple of questions in the chat. I was going to, I'm going to go ahead and ask this. Somebody said, will you register as a charity?
I'll take it if with the charity token, we kind of have a saying that with our charity function, we won't donate to the charity, we will become a charity. But the way that we're actually going to, or we have plans to actually do it, is to directly make impacts with individuals or with families, not from organization structure where there's overhead and salary. We just want to go directly to people that are in need. If we're made aware of the situation, we kind of do like a group consensus on what's best to do it. But we, for fear of being, under SEC scrutiny or anything of that nature, being classified as a group or a security, we're doing this as, I guess, more of a collective, you could say. But we don't have plans of registering as a charity at all. We want to operate as a cryptocurrency.
All right. And that being said, what is your total? What is your coin going to cap at? Is it going to be an infinite amount of coins? Like, how is it set up structurally?
Originally being on the Binance blockchain, we were capped at 1 trillion, and then we were going to burn away 30% of the coins upon release. Now with the switching to Ethereum, like you mentioned earlier with the scalability, we're changing the supply now to 1 quadrillion, and then we're still going to burn away 30% of the coins upon release. And over time, part of those sales transactions due to crypto tokenomics, it's going to burn away portions of the coin over time. So that 7 trillion after we do our initial 300 is going to go down a lot once we start incorporating into more businesses, get more people to accept it, more transactions are made.
All right. So where would one go and read? We got something on the, our folks like merch, right? We love merch. So we're going to answer this merch question because we want to make sure we get that out there. Where is your shirt being sold? That's what somebody wants to know. And they can't have mine. I actually have one, had all intentions on wearing it today, but I was rushing out the house early this morning and forgot it, but I'm gonna have my shirt on. But where can they get a shirt?
We don't have it on anywhere to purchase, but we do have plans to get that online for people to purchase. We have 2 shirts available right now. The one we have on, and the other shirt, which is the My First Crypto in white. So we'll give out more details once we're ready to get those online and ready to be sold.
And once again, we're not selling them as an organization. We actually have individuals that will have them available for purchase. So if anybody watching or anything, we're not taking money and putting it, it'll be individuals got their thing going on. So, I just want to make sure that's clear. But there will be sites available to purchase merchandise, and we can actually drop them in the official Telegram group. We got a Discord community. So if you want to keep up with like anything official in that capacity, we'll drop, links there. So you could definitely keep track of what's going on in those communities as well.
And that's what I was just going to ask. So how can folks just continue to follow up with you and get some things going? But what is the minimum investment? Like if somebody said, you know what, I just want to support, You know, and obviously your goal is to see that the value of the coin goes up. And, you know, I just keep it 100 when I invest in something for the purpose, it's for the purpose. So, and I always say, if it for me, if I'm investing in something that I believe in, it's just like loaning some money to Uncle or Cousin Pete. You know, you may or may not get it back. So if the price doesn't go up, I'm not going to be standing against the wall kicking it because it didn't go up. You know, I just really want to be in support. However, we understand that, you know, the goal is for the coin to go up so that you can, you know, you can gain the value of the coin and those sorts of things and be able to eventually at some time cash out and do the things that you need to do. But what is the minimum investment that somebody can come in with right now?
There's actually no minimum investment. You know, at the moment, while we're working to get on ICOs, switching over to Ethereum, we'll be doing manual. We're more than likely going to be doing manual orders. So if they go through and purchase on, you know, say Trust Wallet, they're going to need to buy $50 minimum in Ethereum. But that's not our minimum. Um, you know, they can send us whatever amount in Ethereum that they would like.
So let's just kind of walk folks through it really quickly because I know we're gonna get those questions. I have $100. I want to invest in FAAM Coin today. I can open up my Trust wallet and buy FAAM Coin.
Open up your Trust Wallet and you can buy Ethereum on there first.
Mhm.
They don't have support to purchase FAM direct. Once you purchase your Ethereum, you will send us the amount that you want to, you know, invest FAM in, and we will send back out the FAM coins back out to you.
All right. So then my next question, because you know the gas fees on Ethereum are atrocious sometimes. How is that going to affect our community? Because and it's just me personally. And again, I'm 100% gonna support, but you know we're gonna keep these questions real like we always do. So here it is. I'm buying or I want to buy some FAM coin with Ethereum. So I have my Ethereum to give to you, but the gas fees or an additional $40, $50. Like, how is that going to hurt our community?
Is that's a kink that we're aware of, and you know, as we're switching over to Ethereum, we're trying to think of the best way to help out the investor. So that's one thing that we are trying to work around. Even though Ethereum is better in our opinion, we do know those gas fees at the moment.
Yep.
Some investors with Ethereum, I know for sure. I'm not gonna say for sure, but with a lot of confidence, with Ethereum switching over to Ethereum 2, going from proof of work to proof of stake, um, you know, there's a very high chance that those gas fees significantly in the future.
I'm gonna put a quick comment up that somebody put up, just so you know. And so I guess I'm gonna ask this one question, and this is a personal question. This is not a Coin-O-Nomics question. Why haven't you looked at something like a Solana or something like that that does not have that? Well, I'm going to tell you, I bought a Nipsey Hussle NFT. And again, I bought it for the support. Y'all, I bought it for the support. But my gas fee was like, oh my goodness. After I bought that NFT, and I was like, man. So one of the things I would suggest, because we do have an exchange here where people buy and sell cryptocurrency, and we buy and sell, I mean, Bitcoin, and we buy and sell Ethereum. We figured out an algorithm at what time of the day to buy the Ethereum, so we could pay less in gas fees. So maybe that's some of the education that you need to get out to the community so that they can stay up in the middle of the night like we do and buy Ethereum when there's not so much, the gas fees are not so high. However, we had this person that had a question. So if somebody could speak to that, um, this was just today. PFC Wells And if that's PFC for private first class, I want to say thank you for your service, which I think it is. But thank you. But they said, I wish $50 was enough for gas, for the gas. Today, it was as high as 400. And so that's a lot. So that to me is going to be a challenge for our community. So that's, anybody want to address that? I know you said you're working on trying to maybe go to the Ethereum 2.0 as opposed to regular Ethereum. So I think that kind of answered that. So I don't want to beat a dead horse with that. And then PFC Wells told me that Solana will soon have the same issue. So I respect that as well. I have somebody asked me about, can you use Coinbase to buy Ethereum to send to you? So let me just chime in on Coinbase. And I'm gonna chime in real hard. I'm gonna go hard on this one or go on. Where we are, Black Regal said, bang on them, cuz. Check this out. Coinbase is the wrong platform to be on, to deal with, to do anything. So let me tell you why. Number one, technically speaking, anytime there's a massive trade or something that needs to happen, price moves, go up or down, you try to get in and out of trades. Traditionally, they're the ones that they have a little glitch in the system, which we know a lot of times is intentional, in my opinion. Aside of the fact that if you Google Coinbase's treatment of Black employees, you won't deal with them there. But they just inked the deal this weekend with Homeland Security to give all of your information to all the powers that be. And I'm not saying anybody's doing anything illegal, but if you want to be getting these 1099s for your taxes and all these things without being asked, the Coinbase is doing it without being asked to do so. They're just blatantly giving up folks information. And now, since they're married to Homeland Security, I would suggest you think twice about participating. And we need to really just let Coinbase know that it's not okay to get inside of our privacy, just like it wasn't okay for Facebook and everybody else to get inside of our privacy. This space is all about anonymity and about your privacy. Even though you have to KYC, know your customer, you should have the option, if you want to, just be able to take care of your family and do the things that you need to do. And I'm not saying we shouldn't pay taxes, but I am saying that in exchange, and I have an exchange, we shouldn't just be handing over people's information just because we getting an extra $450,000 a year. I could definitely use that, but it goes up in stair step. I think they started with $450,000, so it wouldn't seem like they were out for the money. But then you look at the next year is 1.5. And then if you really look at the schematics on the whole thing, they're going to end up with about $9 million a year for working with Homeland Security. Just FYI. So I'm gangbanging on Coinbase. I want y'all to be on there. Do not buy from Webull. And I always say this because we always have new listeners. Webull, you cannot pull your cryptocurrency off. Even if you wanted to buy Ethereum or Bitcoin and send it to these brothers, you couldn't. So don't do it on PayPal. Don't do it on Venmo. Don't do it on Webull. Don't do it on SoFi. And God knows, y'all know Robinhood is robbing the hood. Stay off Robinhood. That is another platform you do not need to be on. And again, I'm adding Coinbase because I cannot stand Coinbase nor Brian Armstrong. And you heard it from me. So I'm kidding. My social economic justices are needed to be addressed. I'm looking at your brochure really quickly, and you have a timeline here. And some folks, when I first got on Clubhouse, were arguing with me about the fact that blockchain hasn't been here since 1991. And I know it is because I actually read the college paper of the two gentlemen that were talking about blockchain. So I am happy that you all are educating correctly. And when I followed this, then I saw, and of course, saw that, you all were dealing or putting, getting yourself on the Ethereum platform. So I'm happy to see that. And so somebody said, I'm new to cryptocurrency. Oh, I'm supposed to put this on the screen. Hold on. It went so, yeah, you need to get out of Coinbase, LB. You do. You do. When I see Brian Armstrong, I already told him it's on site. I'm the one I'm the one that fights. So since he told us to leave our social justice issues at the door, I gotta chin check him for that one. So anyways, somebody said, let's see. Coinbase tricks people into the ease of use. Yes, they have a very easy use, and it's called a user experience. So for those of you that are new to the space, people are talking about UX. When you hear people say, "Oh, they got a good UX," all that means is user experience. And so yes, they do have that. Um, Anybody on Clubhouse besides those individuals that are side chatting me? Um, any of our moderators that would like to say something about the scalability of Ethereum, you are welcome. This is an open chat. We need to make sure that these brothers are winning, really understanding what is at stake when they get on this Ethereum platform. And one of the things that I noticed about Ethereum is the Ethereum owner, one of the founders, not owner, started distancing himself from the project. So anytime somebody is distancing themselves from something, I tend to try to really figure out why they're doing that. Anybody with any questions?
Yeah, I wanted to add something.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm going to try to turn you up so they can hear you. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, one thing that you can kind of count on moving forward too. I would count on this maybe even more so than Ethereum 2.0, like holding your eggs in that basket, like for them to be scalable once they move over to the 2.0 is more so just the development of the whole blockchain space as a whole. So real soon you're gonna start to see a whole lot of what they're calling interoperability. Which means a lot of these blockchains are going to basically be highways to each other so that, it kind of circumvents the scaling issues that you're seeing with Ethereum. So that's just something to keep in mind as well.
All right. Thank you for that, Black Regal. Thank you for that. And was there anybody else on Clubhouse that had any questions? Because we are in respect of these brothers and their time. And we are about 7 minutes from the top of the hour. And we are going to
I have one more question, Najah.
Yes, sir.
Basically, I was just going to ask, like, how do you guys plan to basically distribute the charity, that function of the coin? How do you plan to distribute the charity?
How do you plan to distribute the charity?
I can kind of touch on it a little bit, and I'll let other guys chime in. So, one of the things that we wanted to do was to make sure that our communities are built strong and diverse and spread out. So we were, open to submissions. We would look into anyone, any plight or anything that we could be made aware of. We can only help what we know about. So with via the internet or pretty much any of the communities, social media platforms, what have you, if we are able to, receive submissions, we would kind of do our due diligence to find, what can make the greatest impact or, what's the most dire situation that we can actually get to. And that would keep the community engaged. That would keep the individual at mind versus, donate to an organization, and really keep it kind of at the grassroots level as much as possible. I know we're talking about scaling and doing it on a mass scale, but we want to really keep that spirit in mind that we want to go directly to the people with it. So it would really be a function of, us knowing about it and then us being able to check it out and make sure it's not a scam or something of that nature. It's real people that we can actually help. And we would, contact them directly, get in directly with the people, or at least the right people in those communities where we know the resources wouldn't be wasted.
All right, absolutely. So what I want to do is, Jay Reynolds says he's new to crypto. What platform do you suggest using? So I'm gonna let you brothers tell your favorite exchange, and then I'll tell mine, and then we'll let you all kind of wrap up. What's your favorite exchange?
Is anyone going to answer?
Yeah,
Chris is going.
I'm sorry, you go ahead.
I like the Binance exchange.
Binance, we got one for Binance. Go ahead. Anybody else have a favorite exchange?
I pretty much don't have a favorite exchange. It's just pretty much, whatever's going on one exchange. Let's say if a certain token is on an exchange, like hit BTC, KuCoin. It really depends, because certain exchanges may not have a certain token that you may have like a favor for. So I hop around pretty much.
All right, all right. Anybody else before I tell y'all about the best exchange in the whole wide black world?
I was honestly going to say the same thing as Joe. So you can go ahead, Najah. I want to hear yours.
So I'm gonna tell you all right now. I want y'all to text me so I can give you a Bitcoin starter kit so that you can get the best exchange in the whole wide world. And it just happens to be my exchange. And we're looking to move. I have some properties in Toledo, Ohio. So an exchange won't be too far from you very, very soon. But we have a platform called Crypto Blockchain Plug. We are the only now brick and mortar in the United States. We used to be one of 3, and they didn't scare some folks off. So, if you all send me a text message, and those that are on Clubhouse, you can go on my bio and see my. You can send me a text message and ask for the starter kit. And those of you online, I will send you a Bitcoin starter kit. I'm kind of typing in there right now, but send me a text message and I can get you a starter kit. But we also have the Black Wall Street wallet. And just in case you all were wondering, this will be one of the coins that we will be listing on the Black Wall Street aside of Bitcoin. So we're super excited about that. We made a decision, or I took it to Hill Harper once I left the Invest Fest. We will have you on there. The name of our little platform is going to be called the Black Market Bomb Bomb. So, it's going to have all the coins for our community from the diaspora. I put on there another coin that has the they said something about Periscope. I don't know the last time I've been on Periscope. On Periscope, y'all. So it said Periscope filter something. But anyway, maybe because I put the word Bitcoin up there. I don't know. It's crazy. But anywho, we're gonna make sure that our community has what they need, the education, and so with that being said, we're at the top of the hour. Is there any closing remarks from FAAM Coin? And how do we get in contact with y'all? That's one of the biggest things. How do we get in contact with you?
I'll go ahead and take that one. You guys can get in contact with us. Our website, www.faamcoin.com. On the website, you can find out all the information you need. We have video tutorials, PDF tutorials, step-by-step on how to purchase our coin. We also have in the Contact Us section all of our social media accounts. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, Discord, Telegram, and also our email. Our email is on there as well, which is info @faamcoin.com.
All right. And so if you all need Ethereum right now to purchase some FAAM Coin, go to a exchange near you. I'm all about access. So whatever you have access to, go ahead, reach out and purchase it. Just make sure that you are doing what you need to do your KYC, know your customer. I know that these brothers also have some protocols that they need to go by. I'm assuming with the individuals that invest with them as well. So, whatever we need to do to support you all, we will definitely do that. And since there are no questions on Clubhouse and no other questions that we see, we're going to just say, oh, go ahead. Yes, sir.
I do want to say that because we're transitioning, and I'm sorry to just interject, because we're transitioning from our chain to Ethereum, there's going to be we're halting the pre-sales right now. So we actually, all the social media accounts, we basically posted that message. So as of right now, to avoid anyone going to purchase, until we fully transition, our research and development team led by Chris is going to update everyone in our Telegram group, all social medias. You can contact us either way, but we will notify everyone transition.
Okay.
And then,
you broke up a little bit, so you brothers go ahead.
I was going to say also, if you head over to our website on famcoin.com, we have a like a newsletter or email list that you can sign up for. We also be making announcements when you can purchase. Again, I'll make sure we're shouting it from all the mountaintops, all the social media platforms. We'll inform everyone as best we can when you actually can begin to purchase on that Ethereum blockchain as we make our transition over. But we do ask that you be patient. You know, this is for the betterment of the coin, and it will pay off in the long run with just this small transition in the beginning.
All right. Well, again, thank you to each. Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, sorry about that. Now, one thing I wanted to touch on that we didn't touch on, I know you asked it a little earlier, but then once we went to like the group talking, they didn't really ask the question. I was waiting on that question. And one thing I want to touch on with us, being a small coin, we're not necessarily trying to, beat out Bitcoin. We're not trying to beat out Ethereum or anything like that. I mean, that's a tough hill to climb. So what we're trying to do is, strictly be that charitable token where, we're looking out for our people, and like a lot of people may look at it and say, well, am I going to make money with FAAM? Because, ultimately that's what most people do in investing. But what we're trying to do here is, we're not trying to make money just for us. We're trying to, rebuild our community or give to our community, give to our people. So that little bit of transactions that you make with FAAM Coin that revolve into that tokenomics, when we do that GoFundMe type structure where, we may have like the community say, okay, well, I found someone that lives in, St. Louis. They're down and out. Something may have happened to them. They post a submission. We look into it and we say, okay, well, let's look out for that sister. Let's look out for that brother. So that's our ultimate goal here. Our like the goal of course is to make money, and that's what every investor. But like I said, our ultimate goal is charitable.
All right. Well, we definitely get behind that, and they hear me all the time say price over purpose, purpose over price. You got to figure out which one is for, and definitely this is for the purpose. And I'm super, super excited about you all. Yes, sir, Jeremy. I thought.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to. I had some problems with my phone, but it was something that you said. We're moving from surviving to thriving, and that's something that stuck out to us most. And so, just to tell everyone, thank you so much for having us. Hopefully everyone hears me. I don't cut out again, but thank you so much, Najah. We truly can't thank you enough. Thank you for bringing us on your platform. But that's one of the things that we want to, hit hard on is that we're moving from surviving to thriving. So we're willing to do whatever we have to do to protect our investors, protect our communities, and protect the mission most of all. But I'm not sure how much you heard our pre-sale. Just keep up to date with us. Make sure y'all follow us on social media, all social medias, and stay up to date in our Telegram group as we update everyone on the transition to Ethereum.
All right. Well, again, thank you, brothers, for being here. Thank you to FAAM Coin for thinking about the community and being the leaders in our community. We know that our men are our guards, and they're supposed to take care of our communities and not tear them down. And these brothers are showing that they are here for us and protecting us and making sure that everything goes right in our community. And so we just hope that this mission for these men just start to spread like wildfire around this country, where our men say, hey, we stepping up. This is I'm being a part of FAAM Coin, and it's about being the defenders and the building up of the community. And so we thank you so much for joining us, all of you, no matter where you are coming to us from. today, we want to say thank you. To learn again more about FAAM Coin, please visit them at faamcoin.com. That FAAM Coin stands for 40 acres and a mule. So that's FAAM. So please do that. God bless each and every one of you. Godspeed, that you get everything in order so that we can come with our purpose money and make sure that we are doing the right thing for our community all across the U.S. Again, thank you each and every one of you for listening to Coin-O-Nomics today, where you're going to just get the best of the best. We try to bring coins that are relevant to our community to the forefront, and these brothers have definitely showed up and showed out as it relates to that. So thank you all. Have an incredible rest of your evening. Be blessed.
Thank you, Najah. Have a good night. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Talk to y'all soon.
All right.